We're back with another episode of the Fishwax Show, in which we duel. No, it's question time again. So, in a previous episode, I stumped James with a question regarding which animals I had been bitten by, which animals had sunk their teeth into my flesh.
Mm-hmm.
He got it wrong. He guessed. What did you guess?
I guessed the pig had
The
not.
pig, you pig not, and I have been
not.
bitten by a pig.
Yeah, but you had.
So now, in an effort to learn more about each other
Mm-hmm.
and to allow you to learn more about us,
Yes.
James is going to ask me a similar question. I don't even know what it's going to be. It could involve animals. I don't know.
Here's a hint. It does not involve
No.
animals. I don't know if I've been bitten by any animals. Does your child count?
Have you commanded an army of turtles?
Not lately.
Well, why are we even doing this show?
I don't even know.
All right. Anyway.
If you're wondering what that is, you should go back and check out our previous episodes. We talk about such nonsense. So the question that I want to ask you is, which of these three jobs have I not worked in my life? Now, we mentioned we are friends. We lived together for a while, so you know about the obvious ones. The pizza delivery driver.
You were a male model for one summer.
We don't talk about that, Nathan. No. I worked at the little convenience store, and you know about my history at Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about Blockbuster: did you know they could have bought out Netflix back in the day for $100 million? Netflix offered for them to purchase them. Blockbuster turned it down.
There is still one remaining Blockbuster.
There is one left.
In Oregon, I think.
Yes, it is in Oregon. That seems like a bad business choice.
Yeah.
The biggest. Anyway, so here are your options.
All right.
Have I worked at a television station? Have I worked at a commission-based sales? Have I worked on an assembly line? And I even throw a fourth one in there because I'm going to get really crazy. Have I ever worked a fast food job?
Fast food. Oh man. All right. Now, as we have said, James and I have known each other in the past, but then when we were married with children to our wives, we weren't friends for a while because you don't have friends when you're married with children.
No. This happens to all of us.
We've re-friended, and so there's a gap in there. So some of the stuff I don't remember.
That's what I was going for. The gap.
Now, the gap theory. Okay. Well, I do remember you working at Circuit City, I believe.
That is extremely close.
If you want to...
I will elaborate on that. So,
Oh.
Unless that's your final answer.
No, I don't. So I think you have worked at a retail store where they pay you commission.
Okay.
Do you need to elaborate now, or would you like to wait?
No.
Okay.
We'll save all that.
So we're going to knock that one out.
Okay, I'll say. So you were close. Circuit City was there, and then H.H. Gregg
Okay, yeah.
moved into the same building when Circuit City went out of business.
Same colors, but they sold appliances.
Well, yes, I did not have to work on that side of the store.
Okay.
The best part about that job was when I first got, they had nice, button-down shirts, looked professional. The size I had was about 2 sizes too small, and had to wait at least 3 days until I got a shirt that fit. So yeah, fat man in a little coat. It was fat man in a little shirt. It's not easy to make sales that way, folks. I'll tell you. But
they'd heard about your modeling gig earlier.
This was years after the modeling gig, so. Yeah.
Okay, so what are our other options here? We have TV studio. I'm going to knock that one out because I know you've done that. So what are my last two options here?
Have I worked fast food or assembly line?
Assembly line. Fast food or assembly line. I honestly don't know either one of these, which one the answer is. So I'm just going to guess. You have never worked fast food.
So this was a bit of a trick question. In fact, I've not really worked fast food because I quit before I started working. I was offered a job at Burger King for a moment in time that I did not have a job and thought that was a good option. Basically spent about 5 minutes there and then walked out. So
you never actually worked.
No. It was one of those deals like you think you need a job until you get in there and you realize, I'd rather just be poor. Yeah. But by the way, one other thing about the commission job, I don't know if you knew this or not, at least with H.H. Gregg, they're such a great company that if you don't meet your sales for the week, you go into what's called draw, where they take the money out of your next paycheck.
Oh.
Yeah. You get paid less than minimum wage because then you pay them. But I did work on the assembly line for one day as well. Didn't work out for me.
What were you assembling?
I worked at a water heater company here locally. Spent 8 hours on the assembly line using a machine and putting the tops on the water heater as they went down the conveyor belt. And I was very poor at it. The assembly line should keep going at all times, but it had to stop a couple times because I was bad at my job.
Not a good topper.
No. So I worked for that 8 hours after taxes, and they charged me for my drug test. I actually owed them money for the day.
So at least 2 jobs you've been paying your employer.
Yes. It worked out well for them.
All
They
right.
need more people like me.
So is that right?
Yes.
Yeah!
Technically,
Yes!
you got it.
So we need to tally on this. I'm 1 and you're
0.
0.
I like being 0. Okay, well, that's a little fun history dive. Tune in next time for more fun history, but not before the internet picture of the day. Don't forget to leave comments about it or anything else you want to talk about. Stuff for future shows if you like this kind of nonsense. Subscribe, click the bell.
Like, subscribe, share, post, pentagram, pentagrist, whatever it is.
Pinterest, Instagram, those type of things. Spread the news. See you next time on the
Bye.
Fishwax Show.